Oh, city. I want to know the city. You can say the state as well. I want to make sure that you guys, Massachusetts, love that. New York, love that, love that. Love seeing you guys from different places. Hello, Margaret. How's it going? Margaret, you are, I forgot the place that you are, that you said. New Jersey, right? You said last time. Miss Felly said Chicago. Forever Friend said San Bernardino, California. Love that. I love California. Isa said Montreal. Wow. Mirna said Bellflower, California. New Jersey. St. Louis, Missouri. Bill James from Missouri. I love that. Lisa from San Diego, California. Paxton, Massachusetts. Toronto. Michelle is from Toronto, Canada. Maya from Melbourne. Guys, love that. Check this out. Let's go straight to the point here. If you ask me, Thiago, is it already proven that symptoms, all those symptoms that you mentioned, that can be sign of perimenopause? Guys, yes, write this down. Paper published in 2020. Pay attention. 2020, the researchers, they did a deep and renowned research with more than 3,000 women. More than 3,000 women. They found out those women who were in early menopause, that we call like perimenopause, early stages that are getting closer to menopause, they started having symptoms, especially symptoms of hot flashes, exhaustion, mental exhaustion, physical exhaustion, and they noticed that those women, they kept having these symptoms until they hit menopause. And many of these women, they had severe symptoms, even without hitting that stage of menopause. Like when, after 1 year without bleeding, without having menstrual cycle, after 1 year, they reach menopause, they still had a lot of those symptoms. That's what the scientists found out. Paper from 2020. So what we already know is, Thiago, if I need to focus on one thing, what should I focus on? Your priority, write this down. Your priority is to focus on preparing your body once you are in perimenopause, because once menopause hits, once you hit menopause, you can struggle much more to get to your goals and stop all these symptoms that you're facing right now. It becomes hard. So you need to prepare yourself in advance. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do. Be aware, be careful because that's the point. If you are really not paying attention to what's ideal for your stage of life, your perimenopause, if you don't know what to do, it doesn't matter. You will struggle more because all the symptoms will get worse. Check this out. Pay attention to that. The first thing that you need to know, every single time someone come to me, one lady, every single time that happens, every week, ladies coming to me say, Thiago, I have hot flashes. I'm having hot flashes. Thiago, I'm having mood swings. Thiago, I'm not recognizing myself because my mood is different every single day. It changed. My mood changes. Thiago, my libido is terrible. I don't have libido anymore. Thiago, I'm going to the toilet every single time. Thiago, I'm struggling to sleep all week. The whole week, I struggle to sleep. Sign of perimenopause. What you need to prioritize. The first thing, what we already know is your priority number one is to prioritize that first food. Food type. Foods high in what? I'm going to write down here. Check this out. Foods that will increase your serotonin. Why? Look what happened. Serotonin. If you are not doing throughout the day everything, foods for you to eat, activities for you to do, for you to increase serotonin while you are in perimenopause, it's gonna be worse. Many of the symptoms, you're gonna understand this. In your brain, you have hot flashes. You say, Thiago, I'm having hot flashes. Check what happens when the temperature of your body is changing. You're gonna understand what's going on inside you and what's the solution. This is you. This is you. This is your head. This is your body. Can you see? Can you guys see this? Let me show you this. This is your head and this is your body. Pay attention. In your head here, inside your brain, you have the area called hypothalamus. Hypothalamus is the place in your body that regulates the temperature, your body temperatures. Like when you are, if you're really feeling like that's hot while you're sleeping, highly possible that your hypothalamus is not regulating your body's temperature correctly. Tiago, what caused that? One of the main things that cause that is what? Is when your body is not having enough serotonin. Serotonin. That's why. Tiago, are you saying to me that if I'm not having enough serotonin, Tiago, what is serotonin, by the way? The feeling good neurotransmitter. Every single time that you feel good, it means that your serotonin is high. I'm feeling good. That's why antidepressant medications, people take when they have depression to increase their serotonin. But every single time serotonin is low, this will downregulate your hypothalamus, by consequence, hot flashes. Tiago, what decreases serotonin? Estrogen drops. Every single time that your estrogen hormone is going down, these start happening. It can start happening in your perimenopause. Tiago, I'm 40 years old only. Tiago, I'm 39 years old, Tiago. Tiago, I'm 45 years old. I'm still menstruating every month. But it's now is irregular. Sometimes it comes more, sometimes it comes less. Tiago, I'm noticing that I'm having hot flashes. What you should be aware of, now is your time to increase serotonin as much as possible. Guys, remember, this is a sign that your estrogen hormone, the female hormone, is going down. It means it's a sign that your ovaries right here, pay attention to that. Can you see this? Ovaries right here, the place that produce estrogen hormone the most, progesterone the most, testosterone the most is in your ovaries. There is another area inside your brain called, remember this, called pituitary gland. It's a small gland that releases another hormone. Tiago, what is hormone? Hormone is a messenger. They need to send a message telling the places in the body that something's happening. This pituitary gland sends a hormone to your ovaries saying, hey, guys, time to produce more female hormones. Every single time that this, what we call FSH, it's a hormone called FSH, follicular stimulating hormone, sends the message to your ovaries for you to produce more estrogen. But if your estrogen doesn't pay attention to that and is not producing estrogen anymore, what's going to happen? Now you're going to affect the place that regulates your temperature, your hypothalamus. And then now you are not regulate your temperature. You're feeling hot at the wrong time. You are cold, feeling cold. Like every single time that changes, what's the main cause? Drop of estrogen. Every single time estrogen drops, these affect production of serotonin. Affecting serotonin, this will affect your brain area called hypothalamus to regulate your temperature. Can you guys understand that you need to connect the dots? And then someone one day said, someone said to me one day, Tiago, I'm really sad. I'm really sad because many things are happening. I'm super sad in life. I'm feeling down. And then I told her, the point is because you are waiting for happiness to arrive in your life. The worst thing that women, any humans, can do is waiting for happiness to come. Why? Because serotonin is one of the neurotransmitters responsible to give you happiness. It's one of them. Your happiness depends on production of serotonin. Everybody who has a really low serotonin, they don't feel happy at all in life. So you have serotonin, you have oxytocin, you have dopamine, you have endorphins, you have hormones and neurotransmitters that they need to be in great levels for you to feel happy. So if you are here waiting for happiness to come, waiting for you to feel good, you are in the sofa, you're not doing anything about it, forget it. Happiness, feeling good will never come for you. Why? Because now you are 40 years old. Now you are 45. Now you are 50. Now you are 60. You need to be the proactive person to produce more serotonin. You need to produce more serotonin. What are you doing? Like you are thinking that serotonin will increase automatically? That's the worst thing that you are doing with yourself. You are not proactive to release something that will make you feel good. And by consequence, by stimulating serotonin, you are helping your hypothalamus. You are increasing the capacity of you stopping hot flashes, for example. You are helping your hormones. Guys, be careful with that. You have no idea how many women make this mistake. Thiago, how do I increase serotonin? Write this down. Serotonin, you need to eat foods that will increase, that are high in tryptophan. I'm going to just put here tryptophan. Tryptophan. Like what, Thiago? Tryptophan is an amino acid that you find, for example, in chicken, that you find, for example, in turkey, that you find, for example, in tofu. Yeah, I'm vegan. Tofu, you have tryptophan. Foods that you have protein, meat, fish. Ah, Tiago, I eat these already, so it means that I'm already having enough tryptophan. No. Big illusion. It doesn't matter if you say to me, Tiago, I'm drinking water. And then when I ask, okay, how many glasses? 3 glasses per day. Why are you thinking that you're going to get all the great effects of water if you are not hitting the minimal target? Same thing with high levels of tryptophan. You're not consuming enough tryptophan. Tiago, I eat chicken. Yeah, but what's the amount? Tell me the amount. Show me the amount. Tiago, I already eat tofu. Yeah, show me the amount. Tiago, I already eat fish. Show me the amount, the intake. If you're not hitting minimal intake per day, guess what's going to happen? Much harder for your body to produce more serotonin. Tiago, why is that important? All of you guys who are in perimenopause, one of your symptoms is poor sleep. And many times you're not having enough sleep because you're not having high levels of what? Of what? Melatonin hormone. Guess what's the neurotransmitter that converts in melatonin? Serotonin. The feeling good neurotransmitter converting the sleep hormone for you to sleep better. So besides feeling good, you're going to sleep more. So you have two benefits. Why? Just because you are eating foods higher in tryptophan, for example. Tiago, what else? So food high in tryptophan. I'm going to just give an example. Food like chicken. I'm going to just put here. Guys, it's all about the amount. It doesn't matter if you're just eating like a slice. Forget it. I'm going to repeat it again. It doesn't matter if you're just eating like a really small portion. It doesn't matter. You're not having any effect. Zero effect of what the amount of tryptophan that you need. Chicken, turkey, like many things. I'm going to put all the examples here. What else? Even like cacao. Cacao is amazing. I'm going to put cacao as well. But you have more in protein. Protein, animal protein. Fish. What's the amount that you're having every day? That's the golden question for you. Golden question. All right? Tryptophan, you need to increase serotonin. Tiago, what else increase serotonin? Because I want to stop the hot flashes. I want to stop symptoms of perimenopause because I cannot stand it anymore. My mood swings are going crazy. So another thing to increase serotonin. What is that? Write this down. Exercise. Exercise increases serotonin, guys. If you hit menopause without having a great resource, great production of serotonin, you're going to struggle 10 times more once you hit menopause. Remember this forever. You want a lot of production of serotonin for you to prepare your body once menopause comes, because you're in peri. Menopause will come sooner or later. Many women spend years in perimenopause having irregular menstrual cycle. Years, like 2, 3, 4, 5 years having irregular menstrual cycle. If today you are not menstruating anymore, today you stop the menstruation, and then you count 12 months, like in 1 year from now, you spent the whole 12 months without having any menstruation. What does it mean? It means that in 12 months from now, you hit menopause. After that, you're in postmenopause. It means that your ovaries, the high capacity of is producing estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, and all the hormones are not the same anymore. Now you need to solve with other things. Now you need to be even more proactive. I'm telling you what you need to do right now, because you're in perimenopause. Exercise 3 to 4 times, increase serotonin. Remember this, increase serotonin. That's why, Tiago, I don't work out because I don't like it. Guys, not about liking or not liking it. You just do a short workout. You are doing a workout to increase a neurotransmitter that will help all the hormones, that will help all the functionality in your brain. Otherwise, you will struggle like crazy to sleep just because you're having terrible hot flashes. Terrible hot flashes. Sweating like crazy all of a sudden. Otherwise, you're gonna have that terrible mood swings because you're not releasing serotonin. What are you thinking? What are you thinking to do the same exact stuff from 20 years ago? You are 40 years already, 40 years old, trying to repeat the same mistakes from 20 years ago. Why are you still making basic mistakes? I need to work. Life is passing. You are literally creating self-destruction to yourself. Life is passing. Sooner or later, you will not be able to see your grandkids growing. You will not be able to see like people in your family getting married because you're going to be feeling terrible inside. You really need to take action, be more proactive. Many of you are not doing the right stuff. You are wasting your time. You are waiting too much to take action because of what? You have no idea what's going on inside your ovaries. You have no idea what's going on inside your brain. Self-deterioration. You're destroying yourself, self-destroying because of lack of proactivity. You're not paying attention to what's going on. You're not taking action today. Exercise is crucial to serotonin. Next, sunlight. The more sunlight you get, the more you modulate what? Your dopamine, the neuromodulated dopamine, and the neurotransmitter serotonin. So sunlight, crucial to increase more dopamine or more serotonin, crucial. Tiago, what else? I told you about the food high in tryptophan. What else, Tiago? It's crucial for my serotonin. Every single time, write this down. Every single time that you get stressed out, that you don't calm down, every time that happens, guess what's happening inside of you? It means that you are dropping your serotonin. Your serotonin is going down every time that you are constantly anxious or stressed out daily, but for too long. So I get stressed out. I thought that was normal. Guys, it's normal feeling stressed out for 5 minutes, for 10 minutes, and then the stress comes down because you avoid the animal to keep getting momentum and be more stressed out. You avoid that pattern. But if you get stressed out for hours and hours and hours and hours, forget it. Serotonin will drop. And then your mood swings will increase. Your hot flashes will increase. Your insomnia will increase. All the bad symptoms of perimenopause and menopause will go to the roof. Will go to the roof. Crazy. And then remember, you are in perimenopause. One of the signs, if you ask, Thiago, what should I do? How, if I do a blood test, how can I know, besides the symptoms, for me to find out if I'm in perimenopause or not? What are the main markers in a blood test for me to see if I'm in perimenopause? Write this down. One of them is estrogen. If the estrogen hormone, it's low, and at the same time, one of the hormones that your hypothalamus or your pituitary gland sends to your ovaries will be high, for example, that we call, if the hormone FSH is high and your estrogen is low, Tiago, why is that? I really need to understand my body. I'm lost of what's going on with my body. Tell me what's going on with me. In the pituitary gland will send a message to your ovaries via a hormone called FSH. And then the pituitary gland sends, boom, and then it goes to your ovaries. Ovaries release and produce more estrogen. And then ovaries are not producing. Ovaries are still not producing enough estrogen. Estrogen is still low. And then your pituitary gland will say, well, something's weird here. The ovaries are not producing estrogen, enough estrogen. It's too low. Let me send more FSH. So your pituitary gland try to force. It's like it starts yelling, just like a normal voice is not working to the ovaries. The ovaries are not hearing. Now pituitary gland is yelling, sending more FSH hormones to see if the ovaries wake up. Guess what happens? The pituitary gland sends more FSH, increase the production. That's why if in your blood test you see that your FSH is high, it means that your pituitary gland is sending too much, trying to wake up the ovaries, but the ovaries are still producing small amounts of estrogen and your estrogen is low. This is what? Red flag of what? Perimenopause symptoms. Now, highly possible that you're in perimenopause because you're having this result, and at the same time, you are having irregular menstrual cycle. And then at the same time, you're having hot flashes. And then at the same time, you're struggling to sleep. This is a sign. Did you guys get that? Guys, remember, pay attention to how your body is talking to you. Really pay attention to that. And then, check it out. Another paper here. I have even one paper for me to show you. Check this out. Check this out. Paper published in Poland, University of Poland. A paper published this year, recent paper, 2024. Menopause, hot flashes, and molecular mechanisms modulated by food, derived nutrients. So the foods that you are eating are modulating if you're going to have more hot flashes or less hot flashes. And one of them will be what? How you're increasing serotonin in your body. Of course, there are all the foods that will help to reduce hot flashes. I'm talking about the foundation, the main ones, the main things that are the main structure to help you the most. Another thing, I remember someone said, Thiago, what else that I need to be aware of? So you told me about the blood test that I need to pay attention. What else? I'm really struggling with those symptoms in perimenopause. And I'm 40 years old. I was not supposed to have those symptoms. Supposed to have those symptoms. So what should I do? What else that should I do? Write this down. You really need to have foods high in what? In what? Fiber. Why? Every single time that you eat foods high in fiber, the fiber is not your food. Forget it. Fiber is not for you. When you eat fiber, the fiber you're consuming not for you. You're consuming fiber for your bacteria. Let me go back to the YouTube channel. I'm live on YouTube as well. When you consume fiber, the fiber is for your bacteria. The fiber will bind with excess of estrogen, and then your unnecessary estrogen can get rid of your body easier. Because of what, Thiago? Because many of you can actually have estrogen dominance. The ratio between your estrogen and progesterone is like this. Instead of being like this, it's like that. The ratio, and that's why you're having what? Insomnia, feeling more stressed out, more anxious, always having like you don't have libido anymore. Libido, forget it. No libido. Dryness, vaginal area is dry. So there is no way that you're going to have anything with your partner anymore. Everything is really dried. So every single time that this is happening, signs that this imbalance between estrogen and progesterone is increasing. That's why many of you need to what? To make sure that you're not forgetting to have enough fiber every day, because the fiber will bind with molecules of estrogen and will help your body to get rid of excess of estrogen for you to have a better balance of estrogen and progesterone. Many women, someone said to me, Thiago, but the problem is because when I eat more fiber, everyone tells me to eat more fiber, Thiago. But when I increase my fiber intake, I have bloating. You have another problem. That's why in my program, we focus on digestion and absorption, because It doesn't matter if you need fiber, you increase fiber, but your body, your stomach, and small intestine is really struggling to utilize that. Struggling, really struggling. Or your bacteria inside your gut, you have dysbiosis, and then your bacteria are not utilizing. Only the bad bacteria are utilizing. Then you have more gas, you have bloating, like you can have even like pain because of that. Once you are eating more fiber, you're having side effects. This is not supposed to happen. If this is happening with you, it means that your digestive system needs to be improved at the same time. Because, by the way, remember, perimenopause, capacity of digesting the food will decrease. That's why in my program in phase 1, everyone should optimize their digestive system, because that's the basic stuff, guys, foundation that we call. All right, that's one thing. Fiber, crucial. Another one, Thiago, all of you guys who are not eating, that's why I told you the amino acid tryptophan that increase the neurotransmitter serotonin that will help your hypothalamus to modulate, to regulate your body's temperature for you to stop having hot flashes. That will help your mood swings, to reduce mood swings. This amino acid comes from where? From the protein that you're supposed to eat in your food. Besides these type of amino acids, like tryptophan, it's crucial you have amino acids like that you find in protein, because protein is a combination of amino acids. When you consume protein, you eat chicken, your body will break it down, and then there will be what? Parts of what? Amino acids. Every time that your body break down protein, it will become amino acids. One of the amino acids, tryptophan. Another thing that you need for you to, that's why you need protein, is what? Tyrosine is an amino acid. Guys, tyrosine is crucial for what? Thyroid. Yeah, why is that important? Because symptoms of perimenopause are similar to those who are struggling because they have thyroid issues. So they can confuse the symptoms. So for you to guarantee that you are also at the same time helping your thyroid hormones, because remember, once you hit menopause, thyroid health will go downhill as well. That's why you struggle even more to lose weight. That's why many women, once they're getting older, they start having hypothyroidism. Hypothyroidism. Many women, it's getting even higher. It's increasing that amount. That's why all of you guys who really want to be prepared once menopause hits, you cannot forget the minimal, guys. That's the point. All of you guys are already eating protein, but it doesn't matter that you are eating or not eating. What matters is how much you are eating. It's all about how much. Let's suppose one example. Based on your weight, based on your structure, you're supposed to have 150 grams of protein every day to help your hormones, to help your thyroid hormone, for example, to increase serotonin, to help balance your hormones. You're supposed to have 150 grams of protein every day. But every single day, you are even not reaching 100 grams. You're always not reaching. Never, never, never. Guess what's going to happen? You're getting older. The stomach is reducing its capacity to digest that protein. So you're supposed to go to 150 grams of protein. You are having just 100 or 800 or 80 grams of protein. You're having like a big gap. And besides that, from these 80 grams of protein that you are eating, your body will really digest and absorb 50 grams because your stomach is not having the capacity to digest correctly the protein anymore, because you have dysbiosis already in your gut. So the digestion will be poor. So from this 80, you're going to just really get 50. Look at the gap that's happening. The deficiency of protein that you're not giving to your body for your body to utilize the, guys, not utilizing the supply to help you. So it's the same thing that happens when you tell me, someone say one day, Thiago, tell me one thing to balance my hormones. One thing, because I'm in perimenopause. One thing to balance my hormones. What is that? If I need to prioritize one thing. And then I ask her, let me ask the first question. Do you have like a stressful life, stressful job? You get stressed out really often? She said yes. And then I said to her, look at that. Pay attention to this. Look what's happening. Look what's happening. This is a house. This is the factory. This is your body, a factory. You have workers in the factory. In the factory, you have factory workers. The factory is your body. The workers, they get the supply that you find in the factory, and the workers need to produce either estrogen or cortisol, the stress hormone. Either estrogen or cortisol. Every single time that you have a stressful life, that you're getting stressed out for anything that happens, you get too stressed out for too long, the workers inside you will get the supply, and instead of producing estrogen and progesterone and testosterone for you to stop and to reduce your hormonal imbalance, for you to feel good, no, the workers will get the supply, will utilize the supply to produce what? To produce cortisol, to produce stress hormone. Why? Because you stimulated that. The workers inside your body are paying attention to your behavior. Maria is yelling to her family. Maria is overthinking, ruminating 1,000 thoughts when she goes to bed. Maria is always checking, scrolling all the time her social media while she's eating, creating more, depleting her dopamine. Always scrolling down. Maria is always talking about someone's life. Maria is always gossiping. Maria is always jealous. Maria always when check someone's Instagram, she feels she envies. She really feels jealous. She's constantly having like bad emotions, Maria. She's having this, so she's forcing us to utilize the supply to produce more what? Cortisol, more stress hormone, instead of utilizing the supply to produce important hormones that you need, especially when you're in postmenopause or when you're in perimenopause. Like what? Like estrogen, progesterone, testosterone. Tiago, which supply is that that the workers utilize to produce the hormones? Which supply is that? Write this down. Cholesterol. The cholesterol that you have is the supply that your body utilizes to produce either cortisol, stress hormone, because it will depend on your lifestyle, the behavior that you have in life, or to produce more hormones that you need when you are in perimenopause and postmenopause. The hormones that you really need because your ovaries will never work the same. Supply is cholesterol. So you're literally depleting your supply with unnecessary stuff. Many women are doing this. Many. No, not one, too many. It's going. I really realize that it's increasing the amount of women that's not paying attention to that. It's crazy. So that's why you need to be aware of one thing. Thiago, what else that I need to prioritize for me to eat that will help my stage of perimenopause for me to prepare for postmenopause? What else? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to just put this word here because that's the key word. Variety of foods. Many of you are eating the same exact food every single day. The worst thing that you can do while you are in perimenopause. Worst. Why, Thiago? Because every single time that you repeat the same food, if you go to the supermarket this week, and then you choose groups of food, and then next week, you choose the same food, you buy the same food, same vegetable, same animal protein, same everything, same legumes, same everything. What's happening with you? Lack of variety? You have no idea. Tiago, I always did this in my entire life, never had any problem. Are you still having that mentality of comparing your body now that you are in perimenopause to 20 years ago? What are you doing with your life? You are completely different. Gut microbiome completely changed already. Hormones, fluctuation of hormones, crazy different. Never use this word anymore. I always used to do this and never had problems in the past. Who lives in the past is what? His past is just history. Only history. It doesn't exist anymore. What exists is right here, right now. Your gut is different. Tell why is different. Production of serotonin in the bacteria inside your gut are dropping. Tiago, are you saying to me that the neurotransmitter serotonin that helps my hypothalamus to modulate my body's temperature, to reduce hot flashes that I'm having, and to help, we will also help mood swings. The neurotransmitter is produced, most of them in my gut, yes. More than 70% of your serotonin production is in your gut. A small part of the serotonin production is in your brain, for you to feel good or worse. Imagine if you're eating the same exactly food every day. It's same food. What's happening? You are creating dysbiosis. You are feeding just one group of bacteria, and you are making all the groups of bacteria starving. So you are creating the imbalance of this population of bacteria. Guess what's going to happen? Lower production of serotonin, lower production of the motivation molecule called dopamine. You're going to have less dopamine, less motivation. You literally reduce your motivation. You're going to struggle much more to regulate your female hormones, your estrogen. Yeah, why? Because I told you that hormones like estrogen need to be broken down to be excreted to your large intestine for you to pee or even to poop. If this excess of hormones that are not utilizing, your body's not utilizing anymore, if it's not excreted for some reason, one of the reasons you have constipation, and then now you're accumulating, you're reabsorbing excess of estrogen. This is happening with you. What's going to happen? More mood swings, more hot flashes, more insomnia, more stress, constant stress, more belly fat, more exhaustion. You're going to really feel exhausted. Symptoms of perimenopause and symptoms of postmenopause. Why? Because you're eating the same exactly food every single day. You're not creating incredible population of gut bacteria. You're creating that imbalance. Estrobolome is the bacteria inside your gut that helps produce estrogen. If you have, for example, if you are releasing a lot of cortisol in the adrenal glands, and then your body, your adrenal glands, you have less capacity to produce more estrogen. Now you're going to depend on what? On other parts of your body, like your fat. Tiago, do I produce hormones in my fat? Yes. And you need them. Fat is important to produce important hormones as well. The point is because you cannot have too much fat. And the point is because you are having too much fat, you're already accumulating a lot of fat around the midsection because it's visceral fat, is the bad fat. It's not subcutaneous fat, it's visceral fat, the dangerous one. The dangerous one. Dangerous fat. But in this fat, the white fat cells, you also produce hormones. Even like, for example, estrogen. So you're in postmenopause. Ovaries are not producing hormones anymore like before. Ovaries drop like crazy. Now you have your fat, you have your adrenal glands to help you produce at least something, some amounts of estrogen, some amounts of progesterone. But if you don't do what I'm saying to you, forget it. All your symptoms will become worse and your results will go downhill. Guys, you have no idea how this is important. This is crucial. All right. YouTube here. Let me see if you guys have any question. Let me just tell you one thing here. Let me see. Yeah. So this really, for example, you never relate when you are going to the toilet more often. Who here goes to the toilet more often now? Is noticing that is going to the toilet pee all the time. What's happening with you? One of the symptoms, one of the signs is what? One of the signs that your estrogen is now going down. Your hormones are going down. Even if you're 40 years old, one of the symptoms is when those hormones are going down, your pelvic floor, the pelvic floor that sustain some of your organs, the muscle in the pelvic floor becomes weaker, weak. So it becomes harder to sustain. What happens? One of the signs is when you go to the toilet more often, pee more often. That's why you are in perimenopause. Another thing that you need to prioritize is what? Doing exercise to strengthen the pelvic floor. Specific workouts to strengthen your pelvic floor. Because why, Thiago? Because once you hit menopause, the pelvic floor muscles will be even weaker. Even weaker. So you will tend to pee even more. In the middle of the night, waking up, so you already sleep poorly. Your sleep is not the best already. And then be on top of that, you wake up to pee, like you are increase the problems. So you need to strengthen your pelvic floor a lot, especially if you're in perimenopause, because it's not going to be better if you don't take action now. It's going to be worse. Many people say, I'm going to wait for next year. What are you doing? Next year, going to be 1 year older. It's going to be harder. Everything will be harder. Thiago, but it's because in 1 year, next year, I'm going to reduce my work. It doesn't matter if you're going to have more time, but your hormones will be worse. Your gut will be worse because you're going to spend the whole year without doing anything about it. What are you doing with your life? You are asking your body to suffer. That's what you're asking your body. Body, suffer more. Just asking that. You're asking this. You're not saying with your words, but each cell in your body is paying attention to your behavior. You are saying to yourself, I'm going to start doing this next month. You're going to be 1 month older. That can be enough. If you wait 1 extra month, in the next 30 days, anything that a bomb that is inside of you can be the trigger. Anything that you eat, any peak of stress that you're going to have in the next 30 days can be the trigger to put everything downhill faster. And then guess what's going to happen? Much harder. You solve the problem. Start doing what I'm saying to you today. Today. Do everything that I'm saying to you today. All right? Tryptophan increase, all the things that I told you, you need to do today. Strengthening your pelvic floor, like everything. Because it will never get better. It will get worse if you don't make a change now. You can feel amazed. You have no idea how many women I see who feel much better while they're getting older, but they are feeling better. Many women are feeling better than when they used to be younger. Feeling better, even getting older. Why? Because those women are proactive. They're taking action today. They're doing the right things today. They're increasing their serotonin levels every single day, like I said. They're doing all the things that I said. But all women, all the group of women who are just waiting, just accepting what life are bringing to them, those women are the groups who are going to suffer like crazy. That, guys, that's not life. You cannot accept this. You don't deserve to have those type of symptoms. You are accepting having those symptoms. You cannot, it's unacceptable. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I'm telling you this. You need to tell this to yourself. You need to be the one who say to yourself, I do not accept having these hot flashes. I don't accept, because it's possible to change. So make a change. Make a move. You need to really be aware of that. Remember, write this down. I'm going to do a live talking about this. Without awareness, there is no experience. Without experience, there is no reality. Yeah, what does it mean? Without awareness, there is no experience. So if you are not aware that your problem is this, so that's why I'm giving you here self-awareness. If you are not aware, you will never have the experience, like feeling good, solving the problem, having the experience of solving all your symptoms that you're having. And if you don't have the experience, it will never become reality. Reality just happens if there is experience. So you're going to just have a different life. Your reality will be different if you have that experience of healing yourself. But you only heal yourself when you are aware of what's going on inside your body. And I'm here, my goal here is to give you that awareness. I'm opening your eyes. That's my goal here. All right? Cool? Let's go to questions. Quick. Let's see. That's where I at. Exact, guys. Many of you are in this situation. Let's go here. Questions. I'm just scrolling here to see. What if you are already in postmenopause? Sally, good question. Everything that I told you guys, once you are already in postmenopause, what's the difference, Thiago? You need to go harder. You repeat, you do the same thing, Sally. For example, strengthen the pelvic floor, increasing the production of serotonin in your body for you to help your hypothalamus, for the hypothalamus to be really healthy and modulate your body's temperature better. Like everything that I told you, the mood swings, you just need to increase the intensity because now you are in postmenopause. Did you get that? You don't change, you just increase the intensity, increase the frequency, pay attention more, do more, utilize more of your attention to that. That's the biggest difference once you hit menopause. Why? Why is that, Thiago? Because postmenopause never gets easier. It gets harder. So you need to go harder. People who go harder, they have an easier life. People who go easier, victim mentality. Poor me, because yes, those men, they never know what I'm suffering. Yeah, this person never know what's going on with me. People who have that mentality, they always suffer more. While people who have the mentality of yes, I'm suffering, but I don't accept this. I don't accept. I deserve to get better. I'm going to take action. Those people who have that mentality of proactivity, of taking action, of overcoming, of facing the problem, those people succeed. People who hide the problem or blame others. It's because of my husband. My husband never helps me. It's because I have a terrible boss. People who always blame others, those people always suffer the most in life. Why? Because imagine those people, they utilize their energy, precious energy they have, and they give to somebody else. They blame others. So they're giving their power to other people. So they become powerless. Because if you say to me that, yeah, my problem is because of my boss, he really is letting my life crazy. What you just said, I'm translating now. Yeah, I'm giving all my power, all my energy to my boss. It's in his control because my boss behavior is affecting my behavior. My boss behavior is affecting my emotions. My emotions are a slave of my boss behavior. That's what you're saying. You become slave of people's behavior. You become slave of the environment instead of becoming the opposite, becoming what? Proactive, the author, the creator of life. One characteristic that all humans have is creativity, to become the creator, to create something. Many people are not even thinking about creating anything, like creating a new life. They have a terrible life, a bad life, sad life. They don't know they have that power of creating a new life, creating a new body, create a new health, create a new gut bacteria. They have no clue they have this power. Most of you have this power, but you need to utilize the power. It doesn't matter if I see gold in deep oceans, 1,000 kilograms of gold, but it's in deep oceans. If I don't go there and pick them up, I'm not rich. I'm just rich if I go and utilize that gold. Same thing with you. You have a big power to change your situation. But if you don't use it, you are poor. Poor in not utilizing that energy that you have. Many of you are in this, having this behavior, are not utilizing all the resources that you have. Because this is proactivity. This doesn't depend on your doctor. It doesn't depend on your daughter, your husband. No, it depends on you. It's all with you. Don't put anybody in charge. You are in charge. It depends on you. Your hormones will never get better if you don't take action now. Everything will get worse. I'm telling you in advance. You know this, but I'm just reminding you. You need to optimize your hormones today because it's possible to feel better in postmenopause. I'm telling you, it's possible because I see It's not because I have the same hormones that of you. No, no. Forget me, guys. I'm just a messenger here. Forget myself here. I'm a messenger. I see many women feeling amazing once they hit postmenopause because they are doing the right treatment. In our program, we see many, I receive messages every day. Many clients saying they are feeling better. They have more energy. Many clients send me a private message. Because I don't keep posting all the time here 24/7. I receive a lot of messages. People saying that they're feeling better. So you are proactive, you can feel better. You just need to really be proactive. Someone said, excellent program. Love that. What are the things we should do? Rachel, it's better you watch the replay. Someone said, one client here who is here, the program everybody should do if you want a good life. Guys, we are always here seeking good life. We are here seeking good life. Nobody here. Do you work because in your subconscious mind you want a good life? You are working, even doing a work that you hate, because you want the money to have a good life. That's the point. We all want a good life, but what are the behaviors that you're doing that's really bringing you a good life? When you have an ice cream, you want a good life for 5 seconds. But the cost of that food that you're eating, that's inflaming your body, the cost will come in 1 year from now. When you are having an argument with someone right now, you are feeling good at that moment because your ego is high and you're expecting to win the argument. You even don't notice that this is happening in your subconscious mind. You have the argument, you increase your tonality of your voice with the expectation that you're going to win the argument. But it's just because your ego at that moment is too high. So you're expecting to win. But the consequence of that behavior will come after some months, because at that moment, the chemical reactions that happened in your body was negative for you. You put your body, your cells in stress mode. So the consequence will come later. At that moment, you feel better because you even can, some arguments, you can feel that you won the battle. It's just a big illusion that we create in our thoughts of creating battles. Like you feel that you won, you felt that you lost, the talk. Like situations like that is just the game of life that many people don't realize they are in this bubble. But this bubble of I won that argument. I convinced my daughter to do this. Like when you are living this bubble and you are destroying yourself inside, the consequence, the cost of that self-destruction will come in 1 year from now. Like something happens, boom. Oh, I always used to eat bread, never had bloating. Now I'm having bloating. Gut is not like before anymore because you created the trigger. Oh, what is that? I always slept well. Now I'm not sleeping well anymore. What is going on? The trigger happened and you didn't notice. The trigger happened in silence inside of you. You really need to be aware of the details. Details, not living in a bubble. All right? The rat race. That's the point. Write this down. Write this down. Write this down. This is powerful. It's a phrase from Deepak Chopra. Routines and habits, when you live on autopilot, makes breakthrough impossible. Impossible. So you are literally avoiding that creativity, that's a self-analysis. If every single day you don't have the me time, the time of you just analyzing your life, analyzing your health, pay attention to what you're eating, self-analyzing, have that time to yourself, every single day you are living on autopilot, guess what's going to happen? A breakthrough will never happen in your life. Because breakthrough only happens when the mind is empty, is clear. When we are just analyzing ourselves, when we are here, right now, analyzing the life. Otherwise, living on autopilot, you wake up, phone, shower, food, talk to someone, work, boom, boom, like autopilot. Break time, scrolling. Finish break time, go back to work. rat race. Live on autopilot. That's the breakthrough in your life never comes. You really need to set a me time not every week, every single day. Every single day. All right? Super important. Doctors will never teach you how to heal your life naturally. Of course, exactly, exactly. Don't wait for doctors. Doctors, they focus on disease. When you already have the disease, the problem, they're going to prioritize the medication. You're going to feel great once you take the medication, but these will create side effects long term. Just by taking medication, you're disturbing your gut bacteria already. You really need to be careful with that. God bless Iago. No, God bless you guys as well. God bless all of us. He's right. Uh through menopause, everything it's hard. So what we do, please, son, watch the replay because everything in menopause, like I said, never gets easier. It gets harder. So you really need to do strategically all the things, the food that you put in your plate strategically. Just watch the replay. I mentioned a lot of stuff here. I explained everything that happens inside your hypothalamus, in your gut. I explained a lot of stuff. Super important you watch the replay, okay? So otherwise, I'm going to repeat here. We are all powerful creators of our own reality. Exactly, Sally. Guys, you really need to understand this. You really need to understand that the creator is there. You are the creator of whatever you want to create. You have no idea. You really need to create a great version of you. You can do this. It doesn't matter the situation. Many of you are in a really bad spot right now. Emotional, devastated, something happened emotionally. But believe it's possible. You can go and change your reality because you are the creator. God gave us that power, that energy. We can utilize that energy and channel it to whatever we want. Whatever we want. So you really can change that situation that you're facing right now with your body. Not feeling great, exhaustion, feeling really like having low energy. Life is not congruent with low energy. Life, for you to have life, for you to really feel alive, you need energy. So it doesn't make sense you don't have energy. In each cell in your body, you produce over zero point zero 0.07 volts in each cell. So you are able to create a bomb with the capacity that your cells can produce energy. And imagine that you're not utilizing that energy. Actually, you're feeling worse. You're having low energy. It doesn't make sense. You can change that. I showed you the first steps. Watch the replay. Keep asking. I need. So remember, watch the replay, guys, because yeah, many people arrived later, so they're feeling lost about the solution. 100%. That's what I keep doing over and over. I cannot get my routine right. Mari, tell me more about this. Talk more about that. That's what I keep doing over and over. I can't get my routine right. Maybe you are missing, you said that you mean that you are missing the me time. Maybe that's what you mean. Guys, remember, focus on the self-sabotage behaviors that you're having. Remember, you take shower, you have that time to focus on self-analysis. Just by taking shower 5-10 minutes, you already can utilize that time while taking shower, while going to the toilet. All right? Good explanation. Cool. Guys, if you really arrive later, make sure that you're gonna watch the replay because now the time is gone. Check this out. Always, I want to plant the seed here inside your brain. Write this down. This is in Romans, in the Bible, Romans 5:3-4. Not only so, but we also glory in our sufferings because we know that suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance produces character, and character produces hope. The more you persevere, at the end of the day, hope will increase. Hope increases. But hope never increases if you don't persevere first. If you don't go hard, if you don't take action. If you don't, for example, quick test for you. If you don't watch the replay of this live that you lost at the beginning, that I was telling you all the solution. If you do this and if you take notes and then if you start applying, this is perseverance. You are persevering. Automatically, hope increase. This is even in the Bible, book from 2,000 years ago, already showing what we all need to do. Okay? I would just want to turn that key inside your brain. All right? Romans 5:3-4. That's the verse. Cool. Guys, let's excited to watch the replay. I will never give up on my hormone health. We all deserve to feel our best. That's it, Lauren. I love that. Guys, write this down. I don't accept less than I deserve. I don't accept a simple molecule called hormone dictate my life. So I'm gonna take action to help my body and help my hormones to work correctly. Because there are many papers. We already know in science that's 100% possible, but you need to do the right treatment, the right order. You cannot go crazy doing like random stuff that you see on YouTube, for example. Treatment, it's a treatment, but you always have to say that. All right, guys, have a great day. Talk to you guys soon. Next, on Thursday, I'm going to do another live. I'm going to decide what's the topic. Any question, go to my DM. If you really want a customized plan, holistic, that think about all your female issues, I have the whole team to help you with that. I have even like a holistic doctor in my team as well. Like the whole team we focus on gut microbiome. We focus on gut issues, anything related to gut issues, digestive system, digestion and absorption of foods. We focus on hormones all day, but naturally. That's why I'm talking with food here, because food affects directly hormones. We focus on mental health, physical health, everything. All right. Have a great day, and we talk soon. Let's go.